Hey guys, it's Madison Beer, and this is my Ask Anything chat with most requested live at iHeartRadio. My new single is called Reckless, and I want to say thank you so much to Romeo for having me on the show tonight. And with that being said, let's get started and answer some of these questions. Okay. Abby from Argentina says, do you think that MB2 is different sonically than life support? Can you please give us a hint? Hi, Abby. To answer that without giving too much away, I think that it's significantly different, but I do think it transitions into the new album really nicely, going from Selfish to Reckless to the new stuff. It feels like a really natural transition, so I'm very excited for you guys to hear. And yeah, I feel like it's evolving in a really beautiful and exciting way. So thanks for your question. Stephanie from Georgia said, if you had to have a theme song play whenever you entered and exited a room, what would it be and why? That is very hard for me to narrow down one song to play every time I entered and exited the room. I would say for dramatic effect, let's use the Evil Morty theme song, which if you're not familiar with it, give it a Google. But yeah, not that I align myself with Evil Morty, but I think that'd be a on brand choice. Kelsey from Newcastle says, your openness with mental health has helped so many of us, and I truly cannot thank you enough for that. I was wondering how you got so comfortable with being able to openly speak about your personal struggles. Hi, Kelsey. That's really sweet of you. I definitely think I have been in the, I don't want to say the nicest way possible, but in the most, transparent way possible, a bit desensitized to being public about things on social media. I mean, I do still really value my privacy, and I try to keep certain things private that I want private to remain so. But I think that being on social media since I was 11 and being like public with my life since I was 12 has made me quite desensitized to things. So it's gotten easier for me to open up about things because I feel like my connection with my fans is continuously growing. And I feel like I'm inclined to sharing like personal struggles because I read through a lot of things that, you guys say. And it got to a point where I felt like a lot of people were telling me things that they were going through, and I was relating to a lot of them and then was hesitant to open up or didn't open up. So I feel like a lot of it stems from me wanting to also relate to you guys and show you that you aren't alone in these things, because there were definitely nights of, the past couple of years where I've been really alone, feeling really down and miserable and depressed and lonely, and I never took it to social media because that wasn't my instinct. Not saying that you should, but a big reason that I do is because I don't want anyone out there who might have those nights and feels that way to not think that like I have felt that too. Does that make any sense? Sorry. I don't know. I feel like I just wanted people to know that they weren't alone, and also just share my experiences and hope that maybe someone can gain something from something I've gone through. And I also just like hate the idea that so many people think that like just because you see like 0.1% of someone's life on social media, which might seem like all great, that's the reality, because it's never true in any case. So yeah, I just do what I can to try to like be honest whenever I can, and at my comfortability level, I feel like I try my best to like, set my boundaries with what I want to talk about, but also be open with you guys as much as I can. And yeah, it's really nice having you guys there for me, and I hope that I can in some way do the same thing for you. Beth from Nashville said, if the answer on Jeopardy was Madison Beer, what was the question? I mean, I'm sure my fans would say, like, singer who's obsessed with Fight Club and Rick and Morty and is a Pisces. That would probably be the answer. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna go with that. I also love Jeopardy. Jessica from New Orleans said, the people of Earth have decided that they are going to send out one Madison Beer song into space for the aliens. You've been chosen to pick out the song. What song would it be? I think it would have to be Selfish. Just, it's my baby. It's my pride and joy. So I'm gonna go with Selfish, and I hope that they thoroughly enjoy it. Sorry if I say your name wrong. Violetta from Queens says, can you tell us a little bit about your early years starting out? Did you travel far away for tour? Um, sure. To summarize, I guess the past 10 years, I was 12 when I got discovered and I got signed and started very early in my life. I, went through a lot in those times. I was also dropped by my label, everyone, when I was like 16, and I had to make the decision of whether I wanted to continue to pursue music or not, which obviously I chose to continue to. So yeah, it was a very trying time in my life. I think it was really hard because as I was like learning, getting to know myself from 12 to 22, I also was, being picked apart on the internet, and I was, being like told what I should be, what I shouldn't be, everything that was wrong with me, everything that was right with me, and so it was a lot growing up, but I definitely wouldn't change anything for the world. Do I think there were certain things that I shouldn't have been exposed to or gone through when I was so young? Yes, but I also, you know, I sit here in front of you today and I'm proud of the person I am. So I don't know. It's definitely weird, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to like explain it without sounding too like morbid. But to answer your question, I didn't really have to travel far away. I moved to California from New York when I was like 13, 14. That was obviously a big move, but it was fun and I loved it, and I enjoyed, I think it was really, really cool to move to LA. Sorry if that answer was sad for no reason. William from the United Kingdom said, what's your favorite lyric from Reckless? I feel like this answer has changed a lot. It always is gonna, but I really like the whole second verse. I think that those lyrics are great. I also just love the ending. I'm so sorry if you can relate. I think that that lyric ties the whole story in really nicely because it kind of goes off the assumption of if you made it through the whole song and if you listen to it, you probably can relate to it in some capacity, which I really liked that. Hence why I said it. So yeah, I really like the last line and I really love the second verse. I love all the lyrics, but specifically those. Lanes from Denver said, what is in your junk drawer? I try not to like have a junk drawer in my house because I did at my old apartment and it just was like vile, quite honestly. It was just so much random stuff that like nobody would ever need ever. So I try to, if I like start accumulating a junk drawer, which usually ends up being my nightstand drawer, I try to go through it at least like once a month and just sift through and be like, okay, we don't need this, we don't need this. But I also have issues holding on to things. And I'm like, well, what if there's one time in 8 months that there's a moment I do need this, And then I'm like, well, that's a reason to hold on to it. So I try to not do that, and I try to go through my junk drawer and get rid of it. But yeah, that is my answer. And that also completes our questions. So I just want to say thank you guys for all your questions. I love you all, and thanks again for watching my Ask Anything chat with Romeo and Most Requested Live. My new single is called Reckless, and I will see you guys out on tour, on the road, really, really soon. I cannot wait to hug you and sing with you and see you. It's going to be so much fun. And I love you guys so much.